But I seriously, I won't scream at you this time since it's a smaller space. It's just us two.
You're smiling, and I don't believe you. Okay. Welcome to the QuestCast, where the quest gets cast and the cast is on the quest. Oh my god.
I didn't scream.
Today it's just me and Alex. Because last time,
Sorry. That one was an accident.
The thing is, I don't even know if he needs dice today. Because last time, Alex's character, Theilius, has experienced sleep for the first time. I'm not really going to do a recap, because this is... So we're not going to do like a full-on... not intro, but recap.
Recap.
Yeah. So, Theilius, for the first time ever, you experience sleep. It's odd. You didn't think it'd be so peaceful until the dreams start. As you are dreaming, it goes through a few things, and one really sticks in you. You find yourself at your house, back in your hometown, and you hear a knock on the door.
Yes, who's there? I'll walk over and open the door.
You find the town, not really the police of the town, because small town, not really have police, but the main, like, law keeper, or something of that effect. And he's standing there, kind of wringing a hat in his hands. Theilius.
Would I know this guy's name?
Yeah, let's say his name was Larry.
Okay. Hey, Larry, what's up?
Can I come in?
You're worrying me, but sure, come in. Step aside and let him in.
And shuts the door. And I would assume that you have like a kitchen. And he goes to the kitchen table and sits down and he says, sit down, please.
Walk over and sit down and sit in front of him.
We found your fiance today.
Where was she? Wasn't she on her way to work?
It seems so.
What do you mean seems so?
She was down an alleyway.
So where's she at now?
She's still there. There's an investigation going on. She will be taken to the morgue shortly, though. The closest morgue.
I think at this point, Theilius would probably just stand up and probably try not to freak out.
Alright, now...
Flip a table.
Now, I know... and he starts getting teary-eyed as well, because I assume you guys were part of town, and...
Yeah.
And it's a small town, everybody knows everybody type thing, and he's like... We will find what happened.
Do you have any leads so far? He's strangely calm.
No, not really, to be honest with you. Her throat was sliced and that's it.
Nothing was taken? Just that?
Nothing was taken that we can tell.
Theilius would probably be fighting back tears and be like, who would do this? She wouldn't hurt a fly. Who would hurt her?
He looks at you and like I said, we're trying to get in contact with somebody. They said there's some more specialized people. I don't know. there's almost no signs of any kind of struggle or anything. It's weird.
Do you suspect it to be a more professional hit for whatever reason?
That's why we're calling in more specialized. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know if it's a hit for some reason. It seems like it could be, and that's why we're calling people in.
Theilius just goes and like punches the wall. This can't be happening.
But if you need anything, just reach out. I have to get back.
Yes, of course. I understand. Thank you for letting me know.
And as he walks out, a light, just as he opens the door, it gets so bright for you, and you feel yourself collapse. This is dream things.
Yeah.
And when you wake up, you are in a space that is entirely white. There's no floor, no ceiling, no walls, nothing.
Can I move?
Yes.
Theilius sits up and kind of looks around. What the? Where am I?
Nothing. No answer.
Hello? Call out.
As you say hello, your voice echoes for a good minute.
SpongeBob flashbacks. I guess Theilius would stand up and try to find a wall or anything to lean against.
So what exactly, is he just arms out or...
Mm-hmm.
As he's searching, he doesn't see it, but all of a sudden his arm hits something. And as he moves his hand, as his hand starts moving, a wall appears. It looks to be made of brick. But it's only like where your hand starts moving to.
I want to place both hands along it and just kind of follow it till I can find a door.
Okay. You put both hands on the wall, and as you're moving down which way? Left or right? Or
Left.
Left. You start searching left, and again, it takes a minute or so, but you feel your hand hit something, and then as you go past it, you realize it's a doorknob.
I'll grab the doorknob and try to twist it open.
Okay. At this point, you look, like when you twist the doorknob and start to open it, and you look back to where you were coming from, this wall is now oddly long. Like, not just a long wall, like, you walked, it seems, for about 150, 200 feet. And there were no breaks in this wall. Nothing. So...
As before I really push the door, just look back and notice this and be like, I don't know where I'm at, but this is odd.
Are you going through the door?
Yes.
Okay. What exactly are you trying to find with the door? Like, what are you hoping to find going through this door?
I think after just having this relived experience of them telling me of my fiance's death, I go through with the mindset of they never found her, which is why I left home, and I would love to find her killer. That's kind of what I'm thinking as I walk through the door.
As you open the door, it opens outwards, and as you step through, it's not just it's not a room. You step through, and behind you is the same wall. It stretches for another 150, 200 feet. But across from you is another wall that stretches the same distance. And above you seems to be open night sky. And below you is just a dirt road. Or not really a road, but dirt.
What is this place? I'll kind of walk a little bit quicker to the other wall and try to inspect it some more, maybe.
Like it runs parallel.
Oh, so like it's not like 20 feet across. It's not running left and right. It's running...
So it runs, like, one wall goes, like, you walked through the door, you're now looking at a wall roughly 10 feet away.
Okay.
That runs the same direction as the wall that you just walked through with the door.
Okay. I walk over to that wall and follow it and maybe the dirt and just kind of see if it leads anywhere, going to the left again.
Going to the left again? After a while, you do find, you start walking, and it just keeps going. It keeps going. It's odd. You said you were possibly looking for the killer.
Mm-hmm.
After a few minutes. So, after a little while of searching on this wall and thinking about, I left home to try to find the killer, you start seeing on the wall there are now a couple sconces every once in a while with torches. And eventually it gets to a point where they stop. Like, there's a few feet where they are, and then there's a few feet where they seem to be out, and then there's another few feet again with lights. And you see just a figure. It looks almost like just a shadow, like an extra dark shadow.
I'd try to walk towards it, reaching for a knife or a sword or something, anything on my hip.
Okay. You pull your rapier out. And as you get closer, you couldn't see anything, like actually... you can actually see anything into the flames, but you see your fiancé in the other side of the flames. Or not flames, but the light of the flames. It seems like the two figures are talking, but not... She seems very wary. Not, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, she's a friendly person, so she's... and it also does look like she was on her way to work. And before you can fully, like, every time you take a step, it seems like they get 2 steps further.
I start running to try to catch up.
As you run, they still seem to be the same distance away. Like, it almost feels like you're running in place. Like, you know you're moving. Why am I not getting closer? And why is the darkness staying that far away? And then you do start getting closer and closer. But he is getting closer to her as well. Very quickly.
I would try to call out and be like, "Stay away! Don't go by her! Don't go to her!"
No one seems to hear you. And you see, right as you're about to grab his cloak, he has a knife in his hand and slits her throat.
I think at that Theilius would scream in horror.
And as you scream, he does seem like he hears you, and he turns and then runs.
Would I be able... I would chase after him.
Chase after him. Okay.
Or try to.
after a few feet, well, I say a few feet, after about another 10, 15 feet, it splits off onto a road that you recognize as like the main road of town that she would have to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know why she would stop in the alleyway, obviously, but again, this may be your brain, your rendition of it. You don't know. You don't know exactly what's going on at this point. You were in a dream. You don't know what you feel like you woke up, but he seemingly has disappeared.
I would look kind of left and right, and then after not seeing him, I would just run back and just kind of fall down next to my fiance's body and just probably start crying.
Yeah, because she looks up at you and she just points back the way that he ran.
I would just kind of push her hand down and be like, "Shh, it's okay. I'll find him. I promise."
And then with that, she kind of, as you put her hand on her chest, I assume that's what you're doing, on her chest, and you say, "I'll find him," she kind of poofs into smoke and disappears.
I would think that I was kind of leaning on her. As she poofs into smoke, I would imagine he kind of falls a little and then jolts up real fast and like, "Is this all a dream? What's going on?" And I would jump up quickly.
As you do, you were no longer. You were just surrounded by the two walls again. Just the two walls. You can't even see the street. There's no sconces. Nothing. Just the two walls.
I think at this point I would try to just follow along the walls again, see if I can find any kind of door or some sort of escape from the madness that seems to be what I'm living right now.
As you do that, again, you feel a door handle, and as you hit the door handle, I assume you grab it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk through, this time, it is the morgue.
I walk in and I would look around and
this morgue is not in your town. The only person you know that is here is Larry.
Larry, I would call out.
Yes.
Do I see him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's standing there. And he walks up to you, and like this is a bigger morgue than what I showed you guys in the other one. And he says, "They don't want me to be the one that identifies."
Where's she at? He would say, keeping his...
You see a body on the table, covered at the moment.
I think I would kind of trail off and quickly walk over to it and just kind of stop right just short of it. Too afraid to look.
She is completely covered.
Yeah.
At the moment. And he puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Theilius."
Yes.
They couldn't find anything. We have nothing. No leads. Nothing.
I understand. Just doesn't say anything. Tears are just kind of starting to stream down his face.
And one of the... CC! One of the specialists that they have. Also puts a hand on your shoulder and says, I don't normally... I'm mostly here to do my job. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. He's just kind of staring off into nothingness.
Take as much time as you need. But we do need to make sure this is the person that everyone says it is. And the only way to fully do that is you.
I understand.
Again, if you need anything, we are here. And this woman, like, you've never met this woman before, and she says, normally I do not extend my condolences as much because I am just here to do a job. But I'm sorry that we cannot find anything. This is unprecedented.
Theilius would just kind of nod, not really saying anything.
Right. And they walk out of the room.
After they walk out, I kind of just stand there for a second, and then slowly reach for the sheet that's covering the face. You acted like you were going to say something, so I was getting you a second, sorry. So I would slowly pull back the sheet to reveal the face, just to...
As you do, the figure from before lunges at you from her position.
I think Theilius at that point would probably scream and...
I said we may not need dice. Make an athletics check.
2.
2?
I had nothing to athletics. 2.
Oh no. As this figure lunges at you, you fall backwards, and you feel a knife on your throat. And as it slides across, things go dark, and then you start to hear the sounds of birds chirping. And that's where we'll pick up with everyone else.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was an emotional roller coaster.